Welcome to Faculty Advisement Fall 2014. Today I will be reviewing with you on how to set up your advisement availabilities along with your locations of places to where you want your advisees to meet with you. Let's get started. In your web address, go ahead and type in loboachieve.unm.edu. When you submit that particular web address, you will see that it defaults to unm.starfishsolutions.com. I want to encourage you not to use this, but to use the loboachieve.unm.edu. You will run into errors if you use the unm.starfishsolutions.com. So therefore, please stick to the loboachieve.unm.edu. In the login page, you will be requested to enter your username and password. It is the same username and password you use for LoboWeb. Welcome to my home page. Now your home page may look a little different from mine when you do enter, but that's okay. What I want you to go ahead and do is just follow this video as you set up your own times and areas of availability and areas that you choose to meet with students. How we do this is by going up to our name. So as you can see, my picture is here along with my full name. I'm going to go ahead and click the down arrow and click on Institutional Profile. Automatically it sends me to this page so that I am not only have this drop down box with this information, appointment preferences, and email notifications, it's also here in these tabbed areas. As you can see, I've uploaded my photo. I've defaulted to the login page. If you want to automatically, once you log in and go straight to your appointments or your agenda, your day view, whichever, it's completely up to you. However, I default to my login or my home page. As you can see, my institutional email is listed here, my phone number for my office. If you so choose, you may enter your cell phone number and a video phone for Skype. I've also included some general overview of what I require for students to bring to help during the office hours. This helps students to be a little more prepared. Additionally, I have included my biography, just a little bit about myself, so that students kind of get a feeling as to who I am and what I do exactly. Once you've entered all of this information, you can go ahead and click Submit. As you can see, everything was saved. There wasn't much for it to save because it was already there. So we'll go ahead and go to the next tab and we'll go to Appointment Preferences. Under Appointment Preferences, we're going to start with the basics. So what we want to choose is our minimum appointment length. I like to do my appointments in 15-minute increments. If you want to go more or further than 15 minutes, say 30 minutes for each student, you are more than welcome to. However, I would stick to 30 minutes at the max and 15 minutes at the minimum. Then I can set a scheduling deadline. If you think it's okay for students to just go ahead and schedule an hour or whatever, you can go ahead and click None. However, I like the students to go ahead and set up their appointments with me about 24 hours to 18 hours ahead of time. This way it gives me some preparation on information that I'm going to need to put in for the students. Now we come down to my locations. This is the most important area you need in order to set up advisement times with students. This has to be done and completed before you can even schedule availability times. So let's go ahead and add a location. You'll come to the green plus sign to add your location. As you can see, I have filled out the type is my office. This semester we are really encouraging faculty to meet face-to-face with students and vice versa. We want to make sure that there's a personal connection between you and your student. So therefore, having those students meet in person with their faculty member is extremely important. If you will be coming to campus because you're off-site, we would suggest that you put elsewhere. By providing elsewhere, you will need to put a name, and that name will need to be entered here. along with any instructions. You have 100 characters allowed for this area, so please keep your instructions brief. After I clicked save, location preferences have been updated, and so therefore this was a success. And on my locations, you can see my office type, the name of the room that I'm in, and very little to no instructions because I don't have any specific instructions for the students at this time. If you have an assistant that manages your calendar, I would encourage you to put them in this area. That way they can keep track of your information. However, in order for them to be able to take advantage of this process, they will have to have a UNMID number and have some sort of affiliation with Lobo Achieve. If you run into this issue, you are more than welcome to contact me and I can help you get that situated. Now that's it. We have our location and our time set for how much we want our appointment lengths to be. So let's go ahead and click submit. Appointment preferences have been updated, and then once again it was a success. Click OK. And now we'll go back to the home screen. Go ahead and click home in your upper left hand corner and you will be back into the home area. So what I want to go ahead and do is set up some times for me to meet with my students. And by doing this, I'm going to click on Scheduling Wizard. Again, Scheduling Wizard is going to pop up with some information. It's going to want me to enter information that should be applied to the office hour blocks. Note that not all blocks created in step 2 of this wizard will use the information you specify here. So we want to go ahead and make sure that we're doing the appropriate advising. So in the title, you can change it. You can see that I have advising hours, my office, see why this is so important to have a location, and then how long. So we have 15 minutes to a maximum of 8 hours. We don't want it to look like that. I would like to have the maximum of 20 minutes. So I went ahead and I moved that to 20 minutes. And then my appointment types will be electrical and computer engineering. And then I can go ahead and submit some information to students, what I want them to bring to their advising appointment. That way they have some instructions after they sign up for times with you. I don't have any instructions at this point in time, but if you do, I would encourage you to put them in here. Go ahead and click the next button. So I've come to the week of the 17th of November. And what I want to be able to do with this and set up my times of availability for students, automatically your scheduling wizard will default to the week that we are currently in, and you can maneuver your times and days with these arrows in the upper right hand corner. You can move forward in time or backward in time. So we've come to this portion of the scheduling wizard, and I need to set up my times so that students know when I'm available for the week of the 17th through the 21st. Automatically, when you come into Scheduling Wizard and you go to the next block, it's going to have a defaulted date to that specific week that you're currently in. So therefore, you will need to set up your days and maneuver through the system so that you can get to the 17th through the 21st. And that's the way you do it, is actually using these little arrows. So you can see how it populates with previous week and next week. So what I would encourage you to do is click next week twice so that you can get yourself to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of the week of the 17th. I've gone ahead and entered in my times so you can see that I've got about a 5-minute break between each appointment. This is just to allow me enough time so that I'm ready for the next person that comes through. And it also gives me enough time to fill out the Google document you will be using to document the information with students. So I've gone ahead and I've inserted a start time and an end time. Please make sure you do the end time because this system will not allow you to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and click finish. It'll tell me the days and times that I have for the following blocks that I did add. I'll go ahead and click finish. Now to see what I have created, I'm going to come up to next to my home tab and I'm going to click the down arrow and click view week. Now remember, the system likes to default to what week we're in. So when we look at this calendar here, I can click on the 17th and it automatically takes me to the week. And you can see where I have advising hours available. Students can come into my calendar, select the time to sign up, and schedule a time with me. And that's it. You're done. Once you've completed faculty advisement and your Google Doc comes through, I will make sure to go back into Lobo Achieve and submit all of your comments. So this semester, there will be no requirement for you to submit your comments. Just submit the Google Doc. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please remember to contact me, cgarci29@unm.edu. Have a wonderful day.